Chapter 9. Finally, Jonathan found herself in New York City with Simon. Because Simon had to work, he was unable to meet her at the airport and she had to get a cab all by herself in the big city. She had never done that before and she was scared witless. But just as Simon was able to coax her to the playground in the middle of the night last summer, she was willing to brave her fears for him. She met him at the theatre where they were rehearsing. Simon saw her, asked to be excused, then ran towards her. They embraced tightly. "Oh, Simon, I'm so glad I'm here. I've missed you so much." Jonathan cried as she squeezed him tighter by the second. "Me too." Simon was barely able to fight back the tears as well. It felt so good to hold her. It felt like home. Simon was quickly called back to return to the stage because they were about to begin their final dress rehearsal before opening night. Jonathan found a seat and watched with awe. Everyone on stage was so amazingly talented and attractive. She was so proud of Simon because she felt like he fit right in with them. Afterwards, Simon and Jonathan walked hand in hand down the New York City sidewalks back to his apartment. Simon proudly pointed out all the places he told her about. They reached the apartment door and Simon opened it quietly. Because it was so late at night, his roommates might be asleep. At least he hoped they would be asleep. They crept in and walked lightly to his room, which he had cleaned up before her arrival. "Everything looks so much bigger on Skype," she whispered to Simon. He laughed quietly. "Well, what can I say? Maybe I'll get more money if the show does well and I can move out of here." Simon continued to whisper. He definitely did not want to wake his roommates because he was hoping to have a romantic evening. "I have a surprise for you. Close your eyes." "Okay, what are you doing?" "You'll see." Simon quickly pulled a few candles out of a bag on the floor and lit them as he placed them on top of his dresser. "Okay, you can open your eyes now." Jonathan's surprised face glowed in the candlelight. "It's not easy to be romantic in this place, but I had to try," Simon said coyly as he once again embraced her. They kissed and found their way to the cot. It was not easy being romantic on a cot, but they did the best they could. Early the next afternoon, Simon and Jonathan ate lunch at his favourite pizza place. "Wow, that was expensive," Jonathan commented after they sat down with their slices of pizza. "I know," Simon said. "Everything here is expensive. It seems like everything is twice as expensive as back home. I feel, I don't know, kind of crowded in by everything here. There's just so much around all crammed in together. I'm almost feeling claustrophobic with all the tall buildings, all the people just squished together, just everything." "Yeah," Simon agreed. "It is pretty awesome though," he said with a smile. "I know," Jonathan quipped. They both laughed.
Somebody told me the money is the game. To live this life, you have to pay. But the more that he accumulates, the less he seems to gain. But the more that he accumulates, the less he feels the pain. And do you have a dream you like to sell? Do you have a life you want to live? Do you have a clock to watch it turn? Do you have some dreams you like to burn? Spinning around so fast that I don't know the date. So this is a price that I have to pay. But the more that I accumulate, the less I seem to gain. But the more that I accumulate, the less I feel the pain. So do you have a dream you like to sell? Do you have a life you want to live? Do you have a clock to watch it turn? Do you have some dreams you like to burn? To watch it turn. Do you have some dreams you like to burn?
Jonathan asked, "Are you nervous about tonight?" "Yes, very," Simon admitted. "Don't worry, the dress rehearsal was great yesterday. I'm serious, I really liked it, and you were great." Jonathan, always so supportive and positive, reached over and rubbed his arm. "I'm so glad you're here." "Thank you. Is it gross to kiss you with pizza in my mouth?" Jonathan leaned back and laughed. Kinda." Simon laughed, then quickly swallowed and rubbed a napkin on his chin before going in for yet another kiss.